Welcome to part 2 of the Winx Redesign series. As promised in the previous video, today is gonna be sweet, caring, and kind flower, Flora. So get ready to work with a lot of pink. Hi, my name is Margarita. I'm a professional concept artist who designs all sorts of stuff, including characters, props, and environments for kids' cartoons. Looking at the redesign, the new look is not too bad. I think it fits Flora's personality really well, and out of all the fairies, I really like her wings the most. They're very pretty. A few things I'm not a huge fan of is the new longer and heavy looking dress and the boots. Boots with the fur. They look just a little too much like everyday boots, so why are they in the fairy transformation? So stick around if you want to see how I fix her. Let's get started. I sketched out the body of the design, repeating the reboot pose, and I'm starting with the first option. To start it off, I decided to keep the reboot braid. I think this more contained hairstyle reflects Flora's more shy personality really well, and of course I'm keeping her original bangs. Flora is a fairy of nature and plants, so I'll be adding a lot of flowers throughout all the options, just like the reboot. For the dress, I decided to use the original 2000s design for the main body and combine both designs on the sleeves. As original Flora has long sleeves and new Flora has some kind of puff short sleeve thing going on, I thought it could give us a good opportunity to add more interest to character silhouette, play with both of those ideas, and create something interesting. For the boots, I decided to explore a bit and give her high boots with some flowers on the ankles. We really don't see this often with Flora's design, so I thought it could be interesting to see her in this look. Now moving to the second option, I start with hair, giving her side part with straight bangs and original long wavy hair, topped off with the flower clip, just as the reference of the reboot. Her dress is the blend of the original top and reboot's bottom parts, but I made the ruffles more girly and flowy and generally more doll-like. I gave her her original short boots and some gloves to complete the look before changing my mind about the top part of the dress and adjusting a bit. I was thinking of doing some vines, and I played around with like choker connecting to the dress, but ultimately I decided to reserve that idea for the next option. For the next and last option, I'm giving Flora straight blonde hair with curtain bangs and a flower clip once again. The dress was very heavily inspired by the reboot design. However, I made it shorter and more sleek and more simple. Completing this look, I sketched out short gloves and boots that are kinda in the middle length of previous options. And something fun I added for this option is the vine going around her wrist and ankle. Lastly, I sketch out the wings, sleek ones for the first option, butterfly-inspired ones for the second, and ornate, kind of ruffly ones for the last one. And it's time to color. I am, of course, using a lot of pinks, ranging from cold tones to warmer ones, and I'm bringing back greens into her design, even in the hair. The reboot leaned a little too heavily into the all pink look in my opinion, so by the power given to me by me, I'm changing that. For the third option, I wanted to try something totally different with the hair, so I gave her highlights. Ultimately, I don't think it's a really feeling right for Flora, but it was definitely a fun idea to explore and she looks super different from everything else. And now it's time for the final illustration. I couldn't pick just one option, so I decided to take elements I like best from all the options and combine them into this final look. But let me know which version would you pick, which one's your favorite? I did like the second option a lot. It looks very doll-like and very pretty, but since I will be designing all the Winx girls, and I already did Bloom, it wouldn't really look cohesive next to her. When doing a lot of characters for the same universe, you have to consider how they will look together in a lineup. And the third version's dress was more in line with what I did with Bloom. Their design language was very similar, so I thought they could be in the same universe and would look good together. And of course, the final version could not go without sparkles. Once again, they're magic, don't forget the sparkles. And now it's time for the grand reveal of my version of Flora. What do you think of my design? Did you like it? Let me know in the comments. I really enjoyed making her and I hope you enjoyed watching this process. And in the next video, by the results of the poll right now, it seems like Stella is next. If you like my Flora design and you want to see Stella and eventually all the fairies, maybe consider subscribing so you don't miss the next video. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!